Toastmasters and our great guest. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. My name is Ahmed Khair, and today I'm willing to break the ice between us by telling you some personal information about me and the story of my passion with science and engineering. I was born in Bahrain, lived in Khobar for 3 years, and then we and my family moved to Jubail Industrial City, where I have studied the KGs, elementary school, junior high, and high school. Since I was a kid, I had this obsession with science and technology in general. And all of us have done this vinegar and baking soda volcano, right? To me, that wasn't a school assignment, it wasn't a daily activity. So as I grow older, my passion and my obsession got a lot bigger. So by the time I reached the second year of junior high, I've signed up for my first science fair and for scientific research and innovation award. It was called IBDAع. IBDAع is the Arabic word for creativity. And IBDAع had 3 main stages: the city stage, the district, and the kingdom. And if you won the kingdom, you will have the chance to represent Saudi Arabia in the biggest science fair in the United States, Intel ISIB. And I was there just for Intel ISIB. So from the beginning, I was planning for Intel ISIB. I started reading journals, books, everything, asking teachers, just name it. And it wasn't that easy. And also wasn't enough. Because when I went to the competition, just from the first stage, you're disqualified. That's the end. And it felt sad, but I knew that I wasn't really ready. So the next year, I also went. Nothing had changed. From the first stage, I was disqualified. By the time I reached high school, I said, just have to step up the game. You have to reach another level. And that's what I've done. Literally, I've read hundreds of journals, books, went to science research centers. I went to King Fahd, the hospital science center. And I come with a hypothesis, a great one, a great idea. It was a virus that's genetically modified to treat lung cancer. And I know it came just like from a science fiction movie, but that was true. That's the idea. And whenever I go, people were encouraging me, wow, you're great. You can be a high school student. So I get confident. And I went to the competition like a king. I was just sure I'm going to get the prize, not just here, in Intel ISIB also. And they started telling the names of the people who won. And I was just listening, waiting for my name. It has to be the next one, it has to be the next one, it has to be the next one, until the last name. And it wasn't mine. It came like a shock. I didn't believe it, just didn't believe it. So I asked for re-evaluation. Re-evaluation, no problem, we will give you a re-evaluation. So the head judge came, and I started my presentation, telling all these data and facts and whatever. I've done a lot of research. You have to see this. And he stopped me, saying that someone else have done your research just before you. And he gave me what he thought as the best advice ever. He pinched my cheek like this and said, my friend, you have to do experiment on mice. You have to. So I just kept, I was so shocked. I just thought that this guy is asking me to look for a mouse that have smoked enough cigarettes to have lung cancer. Okay, he's saying that literally. And I was just shocked. I couldn't believe it. And he just walked away, leaving me. I remember that day, I went to the back of stage, cried there for like 20 minutes. I cried like I never done. I still can remember the taste of the tears. But after 2 days, I just, after getting out of this shock, I said, this can't be the end. You have to do more. You love this thing, you have to do it again. So the next year, I prepared. And this time, I didn't just get the knowledge and the experience. Now I have the wisdom. I know they have to reduce the level of my ideas maybe. So I've done a new project that's taking how to design a box that can sanitize banknotes and currencies using ultraviolet light. And it worked great. That year, I didn't just win at the first stage, I went all the way to the kingdom level. And it was great. Along the last 2 years, I just kept losing. But this time, I won just to the kingdom. So I was just so close because I didn't get to until ISIP. So I said, okay, let's try another time, the next year. And now you will think, now you have the experience, you have to get to until ISIP. No, guys, from the second stage, I disqualified. That's the end.
That's life.
That's life. So sometimes I feel upset that I didn't make it there, but I always think about the journey, the path, the experiences, the people that I've met, the time, the enjoyment, all these factors stand up together to tell me that I've done something great. Today, I stand up as a chemical engineer in KFUPM, and I know that all these past years in scientific researching and trying to innovate and to do something great and something new didn't just went for nothing. And I know for sure, and I always like to think of myself as a diamond or a gem, beautifully colored gem, of course. And each obstacles, each experiences, is just like a cut that works out to take the gem closer to perfection. But also with each cut, you don't lose the identity, the entirety of the gem. The gem will always stay a gem, a diamond. That's what my time.